Hey everyone, it's Sean from qwerty Comics. Happy New Year to everyone. It's been a bit. A lot of things have happened, and I mostly wanted to show you how I rounded out 2024 in the books I got. I recently sent books to CGC under that vintage sale that they had over the summer. And I got the books back sometime in July. And let's just say some of it's a learning moment for me. And then I got a major key, and I will try to save it for last, just so you can kind of see what's going on there. I definitely know there are some things I need to take into account before sending to CGC now. I think I've kind of been paring back a little bit and thinking about what I want to grade and then if it's really worth grading. As you'll see, a lot of the books that I've sent out came back mid-grade. The biggest thing here is I was looking to either like get it graded for the first time or try to upgrade what I currently have. So with that, let's jump in. So the first one, I got this when I went to Baltimore Comic Con. To be honest, I thought it was going to be a little bit higher, but I did get Marvel Feature #1, which is the first Defenders. I wanted to get that graded for a while, but now I know kind of like how Squarebound kind of grades a little bit more, so I thought it was going to be a little bit higher. With that said, I thought this... No, I think this was probably going to be the same. But I did get Doctor Strange #1. It came back in 8. Sorry, the glare is really bad here. Whenever I see this, I always grab it. I have yet to find it in like a super high grade, but Amazing Spider-Man 62, this awesome Romita Medusa cover that I feel like a lot of people really enjoy. Let's do that. And then this was the first of... Oh, what's happening here? And I knew I just wanted to get it graded because it's a first appearance, and I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to sell it, but it is a low grade. But it is Journey into Mystery Annual 1, which is the first appearance of Hercules and Zeus. It came back restored. It has a small amount of color touch on the cover, spine, and there's a split seal. I was just like, this book is so beat up. Let's just send it and see what it got. And then I was like, shit. It's got some restoration to it. Needless to say, I will be selling this, but I was a little bummed to see that there. I'm not super into the book that much. And then here was another book I grabbed when I was at Baltimore Comic Con again. It was the Iron Man and Submariner #1. Came back a 7. I did send out 2. And here's the first learning moment for me. Is came back a 6, but it came back conserved. This is the first time I've seen conserved, and it's conserved because the cover was cleaned. So this was the first cover cleaning that they actually dinged me for. I think if I recall when I was doing it, this cover is like brighter than the inside, so I think it just kind of led it down that pathway, but I'm still not unhappy with it, but I was still wondering, oops, maybe I did too much. But with that said, another one came back conserved, which was Fantastic Four 45, which is the first appearance of the Inhumans. I did get this at Baltimore Comic Con for not that much, and I was hoping that the clean would help, but I think, again, the front cover to the inside of the front was probably drastically different, which they were able to pick up. Because I've done multiple cover cleans before without any issue. So these are my first two getting conserved. A little bummed. I believe conserved is going, it hits the value quite a lot, so I might crack these. I've never opened up a CGC book before, but I might crack them and just sell them raw. But here we are. It's all good. And now onto some more goodies. I'll save that best one for last. So the comic shop I work at got in some really great Silver Age X-Men, and I was looking at it as like, is this a potential upgrade? Because my grades were so bad on the X-Men books that I was hoping to see if any of them would be better and slightly improve on them. So I got them for a good price. And the first one is X-Men 5. Came back a 5.0. I think I have this in a 5.5. So it wasn't much of an upgrade. I think this one here, though, the cover is better than the 5.5 that I have. I think the 5.5 I have is faded. So I might just keep both of these for now. I have X-Men number 7. It came back a 3.5. A thing to know about all these X books that I got, what I found as they were getting graded, the pages were really, really, really delicate. Like, I think they were verging brittle, and so, but they did get cream to off-white. I think the covers were probably the more sensitive, where they could easily split. This one was okay. I'm trying to remember why this one was hit so hard. I think because there was some major staining in it, but I was like, this one looks nicer than the X-Men 5 that's down there. I'll have to read the notes, I forget. And then we have X-Men number 9, came back a 6. So not too bad, not too bad. And then these were new to my grading. I think I was trying to remember what number I went up to get that I was going to grade with the original series. But number 15 came back a 6.5. And then number 18 came back a 5.5. I wasn't sure if the next two were actually going to be upgrades or really close, and this one I believe was a lower grade than what I have now. X-Men 49, the first appearance of Polaris, came back a 5. This one was really dirty, and I did clean it up a lot, so I'm pretty happy with how it looks. This one is one of my favorite X-Men covers. I saw it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be an upgrade, but I bought it anyway. And it is X-Men number 50, this iconic Stranko Polaris cover. The glare is really bad today, I'm sorry. And then, this was a lower grade than what I have, but I was like, I'm going to get it. It was X-Men 58. The first appearance of Havoc in costume. Love this cover. I think it's a great cover. It's a Neil Adams cover. And then last, pretty happy with this one. Believe it's the last news story of the original X-Men before they went into reprints before 94, which is X-Men 66, where they fight the Hulk. This one came back a 9. So this was great. I was happy with that. think getting a 9 in a book from 1970 is great. And last but not least, this came in right before I took a trip back east. My shop was like, Sean, we got the book that you've been looking for in. And I was like, what? Sent me some pics. I said yes. Didn't care what it was gonna be. I just said, figure out a price and I'm gonna get it. And through just some negotiation, I was able to get it for a nice price. And I think the biggest thing for me is when I was looking at it, I was like, I'm not sure if it has restoration to it. The spine seems to be pretty tight for the condition the book's in. And I thought it was going to come back like a 2. And so I'm just going to show the book, but it is X-Men #1. And it came back a 3.0 restored. And the restoration is small amount of glue on the spine of the cover. And then there was a spine split where it was sealed, which is down here at the bottom. It got a C2, so not the best glue was used with it. I wasn't sure if the restoration could be removed, and then if it did go down a grade. So obviously if this was not restored in a 3, I'd be screaming based on like what I paid for it. But what I paid and what this is currently valued at in a restoration, I think I'm still making it decent and not feeling like I lost a bunch of money buying this book raw. Do I regret it? Not at all. I'm super excited to finally have this. Now the big question is, do I hunt for a non-restored version of this in like a 2 or 3? Or do I just save this for a while and then figure it out from there? I think the book looks decent for, what I got. I barely did anything to it. I did not want to touch this book. It looked so fragile that I just didn't want to do anything cleaning wise. I was like, it's such a low grade that it's just get it graded. But I'm super happy I have this. And it just got me thinking about like, this was the last book that I needed in my Uncanny X-Men run. And what do I do from there? And so I've been kind of thinking about what books I am missing out of that Uncanny Volume 1. I don't think I'm missing anything except maybe, if I want to go down the Mark Jewelers route or direct versus newsstand. I could definitely go that route. Don't know if that's going to be what I would like to do ultimately. I think what I want to do is really think about the X-Men characters that I really love and I really enjoy, and getting those books probably in higher grades. And so I love the Claremont run. I love the characters that all came out of it. I don't want to negate some of these great characters that were first started with it, but I would say Giant Size X-Men is probably that key book that I really love. And it's great to have, the first of the X-Men from 1963, way before I was born. And so now I really want to think about, do I get a higher, like, Giant Size X-Men #1? Do I get a really nice, pristine X-Men 94? And then those consecutive books out of there. I would love to get a beautiful copy of 101. And those seem to be, a little bit more on the affordable side. And so I think that's maybe what I might do going forward for this run. I do know for 2025, I would love to get a Hulk 180, 181, and 182 in decent shape. And my store last year got, I think, about like 4 or 5 last year. It just like that book comes in all the time. And so it's just a matter of saving my pennies for that, because I knew I wanted to get, X-Men 1 before these other books. But here we are, 2025. I think 2025 will be a little bit better. I finally, started a new job back in October of last year. Finances are becoming more stable again. And so I think I'm going to start really thinking about how to focus on the books that I want versus the books that I don't really need. And so thinking about maybe spending a little more wisely. And who knows what 2025 and the next 4 years are going to bring. And so I just kind of want to be pretty cautious on that and thinking about how I'm going to move forward. But with that, X-Men Volume 1 is complete. And please let me know what you think. Should I open up those conserved books? Should I keep them, sell them as is? Would you want a restored X-Men 1? Would you want an unrestored one? Let me know in the comments below, and give this a thumbs up if you like it, and I will talk to you later. See ya. Bye.